All right. On August 20th, 2019, Harley-Davidson held their dealer event or show or whatever you want to call it, introducing their new 2020 Harley models. And that's what this video is about. We got the Softail Low Rider S. And there's, well, there's a lot of models. Did I mention the Lowrider S? All right, about wraps it up. I'm out. Okay, I'm kidding. There are just some of those years where Harley doesn't come out with a lot of new announcements and models. They all have to go through cycles, and a lot of the bikes, especially the touring lineup and stuff, are going through cycles. They have been pretty innovative lately. It's not like they haven't been, making new bikes. But nonetheless, there's still a lot of things you'll want to know about the new 2020 models. I'm here to break it down for you. We don't work for dealerships here. We don't own dealerships. This is a completely independent channel. So I'm going to discuss the things, I'm going to take the fluff off of it basically, and we'll break it down and what you actually need to know as a consumer. Welcome back, Bikeaholics. Ryan Urlacher here, lawabidingbiker.com. I always thank you, that's right, you, for checking back in. All right, so what I did for you on this channel is try to shave off a lot of the fat. There's a lot of videos out there. Everybody wanted to get their video out first, and there's just a lot of fluff and fat. So I'm trying to shave it off for you.
Oh yeah, we got to trim some of the fat around here.
Trim the, what do you mean by trim the fat?
And just give the high points and things that you'll actually need to know as a consumer. So let's dig in. So of course, let's start with the Livewire, Harley-Davidson's brand new electric motorcycle. Now, it's not brand new news, but nonetheless, Harley's pushing it hard. They're really trying to get into the electric game. If you want to learn everything you need to know about the Livewire, I suggest you watch a video that we already made on this channel earlier this year. I'll try to pop a card on this video that you're watching, and I'll put a link in the description below. And additionally, Harley is starting to get into the electric bicycle game. And so at the event, they had some of those on display. All right, so we'll start with the base models. Of course, the Street Series. You've got the Street Rod, the Street 500, and the Street 750. The 500 stands for 500cc, the 750, 750cc. We'll start with the Street Rod. Of course, let me just say all these bikes come with, the little fairing around the headlight, the little speed windscreen. The Street Rod comes with that intake, kind of looks like the FXDR 114, kind of cool looking. The Street Rod is the 750cc, and all these bikes come with that liquid-cooled Revolution X motor. And of course, the 500 and 750 also have those rubber boots on the forks. And moving right on to Sportster, we've got 4 bikes in the lineup. And we'll start with the 883, of course, that's CC's, the smallest of the Sportsters. It's black, kind of stripped down, peanut tank, all that stuff you're used to seeing. And yeah, not a lot of changes. And my favorite out of the Sportster lineup, the Iron 1200, of course, 1200cc, and it's all blacked out. It's got the little mini fairing around the headlight. It's got mini apes. It's got that peanut tank and some really cool throwback 70s graphics on it. Yeah, nice looking little bike. And we won't forget about the 48, that fat tire little Sportster, and it comes with the 1200cc Evolution. And last, we won't forget about our Roadster. It's basically an Iron 1200, but it's got a chopped rear fender, and the only Sportster that comes with dual front disc brakes. And to really top it off, it's got the, give it a unique look, as those cafe racer style bars. And of course, all the Sportsters come with that air-cooled Evolution motor. And that's it for Sportsters. All right, moving on to Softail's big lineup, 11 bikes. Of course, let's start with the show stealer, as some would call it, and that is the Softail Low Rider S. Did you notice how I said Softail? Because right here at the Law Abiding Biker Media Studios, we have the 2016 Dyna Low Rider S. You've probably seen it in some videos. We've done a bunch of projects on it on this channel. Great little bike, got a 110 in it. Again, it was a Dyna model, so interesting that they moved it to the Softail category. So let's dig in a little deeper to this bike. So of course, coming now with the Milwaukee-Eight 114, a very light 650-pound bike with a big motor. And even my 2016, it is a ripper. And I will say the Softail Low Rider S does look different, obviously, than the Dyna Low Rider S, especially when you look at the rear of these bikes. But other than that, they pretty much look exactly the same. And of course, this Low Rider S is all blacked out. It's got that windscreen or that black fairing. Definitely a performance bike. It's got some inverted forks for performance. It's got an adjustable monoshock on the back, dual front disc brakes. It's got dual gauges and they reduced the rake by 2 degrees, again for added performance and handling. And it comes with those same cast aluminum dark bronze wheels, 2 colors, vivid black or barracuda silver. Pretty sweet bike. And let me know in the comments what you think of this new Softail Low Rider S and kind of how it stacks up to the previous Dyna Low Rider S. And I'll tell you, our 2016 Dyna Low Rider S here, not going anywhere for this new model. And of course, in my opinion, the first thing you need to do to that Low Rider S is put nice tall T-bars on it and give it that really badass look. We did that to our Low Rider S and we actually did a video on it, very popular video. If you want to do the bars yourself, you definitely can do it. I'll link to that video in the description below. And one thing I want to mention before moving on with the Softail models, they're all pretty much coming with front LED lighting now. So moving on to the Softail Deluxe, we all love it. It's a classic, not a lot of changes, coming in with the 107 cubic inch motor. And next is the Fat Bob 114, coming with only the 114 motor. Really unappreciated bike, I think. Doesn't get a lot of credit it should. It's really just the same weight as the Low Rider S. It has the big 114-inch motor. It's got dual front disc brakes, inverted forks for handling, the fat tires, all that kind of stuff. That is a ripper of a little bike too, but not a lot of changes on it. And we can't forget about the Sport Glide coming with a 107 motor. Of course, the Sport Glide has the detachable front fairing and saddlebags. And then we've got the Softail Slim, sort of that classic bobber look. It's got that chopped front fender coming with the 107. All right, and then there's the Low Rider, all chromed out. You gotta love that. Let me know what you think in the comments below because it seems like Harley over the years has really been moving towards the all blacked out bikes. And I will tell you there's a large segment of the market that still loves their traditional chrome. So yeah, let me know what you think. But this Low Rider is a pretty awesome bike. It's got a headlight visor. It's coming with dual tank gauges, and it's got some really cool throwback 70s graphics on that tank. And coming with the 107 motor, if I didn't mention that. All right, guys, real quick, and we'll get right back into your video. A lot of man hours, effort, and of course finances go into keeping this YouTube channel going strong. There is a way you can support us by becoming a patron member, link in the description below. Basically, you pledge a certain amount per piece of content, no risk to you because you can put a monthly cap. There are benefits such as t-shirts and stickers, access to the private Facebook group, it's a troll-free zone, access to our live video broadcast and chat, access to our premium videos up on request, and access to those ride and meetup events. All right, let's get back into your video. And of course, we've got the Street Bob. It's kind of a stripped down raw bobber look. It's got mini apes. It's got the rubber boots on the forks coming with the 107. Got the electronic gauges and they're kind of integrated with the clamp for the handlebars along with a USB charging port. And then there's the Breakout 114 only coming with the 114. It's kind of the chopper style or look, if you will. It's raked out in the front. It's got that big fat 240 rear tire, and it's coming with the electronic riser gauges. And of course, our beloved Fat Boy 114, it's got the satin chrome finish on the motor. And interesting, this one is coming with the widest front tire at 160 that has ever come from a Harley factory bike. And then it finishes off with that big fat 240 rear tire. And wrapping it up with the FXDR 114, an awesome, innovative little bike from Harley-Davidson. Of course, it's not brand new, it's been out. I did a test ride and review video of it. And if you want to learn more about that bike, definitely check that video out. I'll pop a card on the screen, I'll also link to it in the description below. All right, moving on to the touring lineup. And Harley's really been pushing their HD Connect service, which is going to be a monthly fee. We don't know how much is that going to cost. Free for the first year on your touring lineup with the boom box system. It basically allows you to monitor key data about your bike. Really was introduced with the Livewire electric motorcycle. Also, it has some security features. You can know if somebody's tampering with your bike. And one of the big things announced is the new Reflex Defensive Rider SYSTEM-RDRS. I'll break that down just a little bit for you. It's going to be available as an option for $1,000 on all your touring lineup. So these are some cool features that they're introducing, and I'm not going to get detailed in this video because it would go too long. I'm actually going to do another video and I'll teach you everything you need to know as a consumer about RDRS. But let me just tell you a few things about it quickly. So in that RDRS package is corner enhanced linked braking, a corner enhanced anti-lock brake system, a corner enhanced traction control system, a drag torque slip control system, and vehicle hold control. And again, I'm going to break those down in another video, so make sure you're subscribed so you know when that video comes out. You'll definitely want to hear about this stuff. All right, and for the touring lineup, we'll start with the Road Glide Special, Street Glide Special. Basically, they both come in a 107 or a 114. The 107s are the chrome version. They both come with the smaller 4.3 boombox non-touchscreen system. And then moving up to your 114s, those are going to come blacked out and come with the bigger boombox GTS system that was announced on 2019 and newer models. And both the Street Glide Special and the Road Glide Special came with new aluminum wheels they're calling Prodigy wheels. And they've got the Road Glide Limited, which is basically your decked out full touring Road Glide with trunk and lowers and all that kind of stuff. All the bells and whistles coming with an all blacked out option, coming with the 114 cubic inch. Twin cooled water and oil, because they can put the radiators in those lowers. And then there's the Ultra Limited, which is the full Batwing style, Street Glide style, full bagger, trunk, touring, lowers, all the bells and whistles, coming with the 114 twin cooled. They can put the radiators down there in the lower. It also comes with a black finish option. And we mustn't forget about our beloved Road King coming in with a 114. Of course, this is your non-fairing touring. Oh, and then there's the basic stripped down electric glide standard that they came back out with in 2019. It is just a stripped down street glide. There are quite a few other differences with that bike, and that's basically my police bike, an electric glide standard that I ride every day. Very cool little bike, comes at a lower price point. But if you want to learn more about that bike, we really kind of broke it down, me and Oscar, on a podcast episode on the Law Abiding Biker podcast. And yeah, take a listen to that if you're interested in that bike, because it is pretty cool. I'll link to it in the description below. And of course, we won't forget about our trikes, because they are becoming very popular. We've got our freewheeler. That's kind of the more stripped down, sportier version. And then they're both coming with the 114. And then you've got your Tri-Glide Ultra, twin cooled, because it's got lowers. It's your full touring trike with trunk and all the bells and whistles and all that good stuff. And with the Tri-Glide Ultra, you can also get the RDRS package and system. It works just a little bit different because it's a trike, but it offers a lot of the same benefits. And they announced 3 CVO models: the Limited, the Tri-Glide Ultra Trike, and the Street Glide. And one thing of note that they changed on the CVO Street Glide is there's no longer lowers this year, so that means there's no front speakers. And of course, we got to finish off with talking about some exciting stuff, some of the future bikes or concept bikes that Harley is working on. All right, first we'll talk about the Pan America. Really excited about this bike. Harley's first attempt at an adventure bike, getting into that market, so that's pretty cool. I know some of the guys here kind of want to get into some adventure bike riding. Not that we'll give up our street bikes, of course, but that would be fun. And this is supposed to come out next year. We'll keep our fingers crossed. We don't know a lot about it. Don't know what the price point's going to be. That's kind of going to be a make or break deal, I think. 1200cc, I've heard, liquid cooled. But nonetheless, we'll keep our eye out for that. Then there's the Streetfighter, which is, I've heard rumors, 975cc, liquid cooled. There's a lot of pictures of it. Street bike look for carving the streets, fast, light, nimble, all that kind of stuff, kind of futuristic looking. So I think it's supposed to come out next year, but we'll be keeping our eye on that too. All right, I'm gonna pop a video on the screen. It's about some issues with the models with the Milwaukee-Eight motor. You'll definitely wanna know about them, whether you have one or whether you're gonna purchase one. It may help you decide whether you actually wanna purchase a warranty. Check it out. I'll also probably put the FXDR114 test ride and review video. All right, I'm going for a ride. Peace.